Hi students, welcome to the world of zoology. Myself Dr. Sai from Zoology Wala. In the last sessions, I explained you about the skeletal systems of human being, axial skeleton, appendicular skeleton, followed by I explained the cockroach also, and then I explained the grades of organizations also. And now today in this session, I am going to explain you about the types of circulations, and followed by types of alimentary canals or gut, complete gut and incomplete gut. And what about the different other categories which comes under the animals and fundamental issues. Let us discuss about open circulation and closed circulation. You know, there are two types of circulations are seen in the animal kingdom broadly. The first one is open circulation and second one is closed circulation. In open circulation, see here, imagine this one has heart and this one is the blood vessel, and the blood vessel divides into another smaller blood vessels, and here also blood vessels are there. This blood vessel divides into smaller blood vessels, and here the blood vessels which are coming from the heart, they directly opens into the empty spaces in the body, and these empty spaces are nothing but sinus. For example, in open circulation, from the heart blood comes out through blood vessels, and the blood vessels directly opens into the empty space in the body, and the empty space in the body is called sinus. Sinus is plural, and from the empty spaces again the blood will be collected by another set of blood vessels, artery, blood vessels. Artery divides into fine branches called arterioles. Arterioles are finely divided to form capillaries. Capillaries combine to form venules. Venules again combine to form vein. That is how the course of circulation should take place in the body. In order to have precisely regulated circulation, this is the course of actual circulation. So imagine one hand as an artery. Artery divides into smaller branches called arterioles. Imagine my fingers as capillaries, and these are venules, and this is vein, like this. So blood passes through the concerned blood vessels like this: artery, arteriole, capillary, venule, vein. That is the course of circulation. But here capillary network is not that much developed. Blood vessels are poorly developed in case of open circulation. So in case of open circulation, you can't see like this. See, this one is an artery which divides into arteriole, and these are capillaries like this, and the capillaries combine to form capillaries. Just I will change the color, and the capillaries combine to form venules, and these are veins. These are venules, and these are veins, like this. So this is the perfectly developed circulatory system in the history of animal kingdom. This is closed circulation. See here, this one is an artery, arteriole, and these are capillaries, venules, and veins. But here in case of open circulation, this capillary network is not seen, and the capillary network is not that much developed. Blood vessels are poorly developed. That is the reason why blood directly opens into these empty spaces. This is an empty space. So blood vessels directly open into empty spaces, sinuses. That is the reason why the circulation is called open circulation, something like the water which is there in overhead tank, like that. Where this open circulation seen in the history of animal kingdom, right? So where this is seen in the history of animal kingdom, whenever we are talking about open circulation, we will discuss arthropoda as the best example. Arthropoda, and of course it is also seen in mollusca, mollusca. Mollusk means soft bodied animals, and echinoderms, echinodermata, hemichordata. Hemi means half, chord, notochord, eta having half chordates. These are also called adelochordates. I will tell at the time of animal kingdom. Hemichordates, and even in urochordates, urochordata. Chordates, phylum Chordata is divided into 3 subphyla: Urochordata, Cephalochordata, and then Vertebrata. In Urochordates, open circulation, and in Cephalochordates, closed circulation. Okay. So there are some more examples are there. I will tell at the time of animal kingdom, and now my intention is to explain what is open circulation. So it is seen in all this, but we cannot tell completely that all mollusks will exhibit open circulation. It's not like that. There is a group which comes under mollusca with the name cephalopod mollusks, CEPHALOPOD, cephalopod mollusks. Even though it is a molluscan group, here closed circulation is present. This is exception. Exceptions are universal, exceptions are common. So open circulation is seen in all these phyla. Let us move to the closed circulation, where this closed circulation is present. Okay, let me clear this. Okay, and now in case of closed circulation, okay, let us see where it is present. Closed circulation, just now I explained, if blood vessels are perfectly developed, if capillary network is perfectly developed, then we are going to call that as closed circulatory system animal, where the blood pressure is precisely regulated. So blood flows with different types of pressures in order to pump blood to different areas according to need. According to need, the pressure variations will be there. That is my intention. Okay, according to the need, blood pressure will vary. And see here heart, and these are blood vessels, and see the capillary network which is closed, and here the veins, and again the blood has given to the heart. This is closed circulation, where this is seen. This closed circulation is generally highly developed, so we will think that definitely it is seen in case of vertebrates or chordates. I want to say one more point here in closed circulation. First time developed in the history of animal kingdom in Annelida, ANNELIDA, phylum Annelida. Annelidans are the groups which exhibits the closed circulation for the first time, and just now I mentioned cephalopod mollusks. Cephalopod mollusks. There are different groups of mollusks are there, like gastropoda, cephalopoda, pelecypoda, siphonopoda, scaphopoda. Some groups are there. Why the name was given like that? See, pod means foot, cephalic means head. Foot is present over the head region because of twisting of body. What this is called torsion, I will tell. Okay, so in cephalopod mollusks also closed circulation is observed, and very important group in case of cephalochordates also. Cephalochordates. In cephalochordate also closed circulation. So like that, highly developed animals, and of course no need to mention about pisces, amphibians, reptiles, aves, mammals, all they are developed groups, developed vertebrates, and all those closed circulation is there. So in the history of animal kingdom, if you compare the open circulation and closed circulation, which is developed, means definitely our vote should be to the closed circulation. Okay, that's all about the open circulation and closed circulation. Let us see the next one. What is the difference between complete gut and incomplete gut in the history of animal kingdom? Say this one, this is called incomplete gut, and this one is complete gut. What do you mean by incomplete gut, sir? I will tell. For example, let me change the color. So this is incomplete gut. Incomplete gut means, for example, if you observe the platyhelminths, imagine this is a general architecture of a platyhelminth, and here the body gut is present like this. This is called sac-like gut, SAC, sac-like gut with the single opening, and the single opening thus is acting as both mouth and anus. Only one opening is present. You can see the basic cnidarian here, where the single opening is present. So mouth is present over a bulb-like structure called hypostome, and so in this general architecture also only one opening is present, and this is called sac-like gut or incomplete gut, which is seen in lower animals, lower grade animals, and also platyhelminths. This is seen in platyhelminths. So we will mention platyhelminths as one of the best example for incomplete gut or sac-like gut. If the matter comes to the complete gut, what is the difference? I will tell. So let me clear this. Let me clear this. And now let us take the complete gut. See here, imagine this is the body of an animal. Okay, that is a general plan of an animal, and now inside of which I want to represent the alimentary canal. See, this is the mouth, and this is an alimentary canal, and this one anus, like this, like this, like this. So here this is mouth for taking of food material, and this is the excretory opening. Let me call this as an anus. Let me call this as an anus. So here the alimentary canal begins with mouth and ends with an excretory aperture. In some animals we are going to call it as a cloaca. Why? What is the difference? I will tell. So mouth, this opening will take the food material, and this is the excretory opening for the elimination of waste material. See, this is also called one-way gut. This is one-way gut. Okay. Even on the roads also one-way roads will be there. So one-way gut, we have to go in only one direction in one-way roads. So here also on one-way roads, as we are going in one direction, you have to follow this one also as one-way road. So this is one-way gut, mouth and anus. As just now I mentioned two-way roads, sac-like gut, and here two-way. The same road, the same gut, the same opening will be used for incoming and outgoing. Whereas this one, incoming is separate, outgoing is separate, isn't it? Where this complete gut is present. The complete gut is present in developed animals. Generally, we will consider it as a developed condition seen starting from Aschelminthus, isn't it? From the Aschelminthus onwards. Aschelminthus, where muscular pharynx is present. This is a very important character in the alimentary canal, which is mentioned in CBSE textbook also, very important in the NEET point of view. Aschelminthus shows muscular gut. So from the Aschelminthus onwards, annelids, arthropods, mollusks, echinoderms, like that. Generally, of course, some exceptions will be there. Complete gut is present starting from Aschelminthus onwards. So that is the difference between incomplete gut and complete gut. Let me explain you what is the difference between protostomes and deuterostomes. You know, say this one, proto. What do you mean by proto? And what do you mean by deutero? Proto. Proto means first. Stome means mouth. Stome means mouth. Say this one, this image, see this image. Generally, after the fertilization, zygote, single cell, zygote will be single cell, and zygote undergoes divisions, and the divisions are called cleavages. C-L-E-A-V-A-G, cleavages. There are different types of cleavages are there. Spiral cleavage, radial cleavage, determinate cleavage, indeterminate cleavage, superficial cleavage, discoidal cleavage. Types are there, I will tell. And now my intention is not to explain the types of cleavages. My intention is to tell how the mouth will form, how the anus will form during the developmental history of an animal. See here, single cell zygote undergoes division to form mass of cells, and the mass of cells which are nothing but morula. And after that the division will continue. Morula will become blastula, blastula will become gastrula. Just now I will explain all those things, but the thing what we required here, see, during the developmental history of an animal, what happens? Imagine this is an outermost layer, and this is an outermost layer, and this outermost layer, this is ectoderm, imagine. And now what happens? Gradually this layer undergoes inward folding like this. Inward folding, this layer undergoes inward folding like this, and now this will become the endoderm, and the opening here will become blastopore, B-L-A-S-T-O-P-O-R-E, blastopore. So during the development, there you can see one opening, blastopore. If the first, this is the first formed opening, if this blastopore, if it is going to turn into, if it turns to mouth, we are going to call that animal as protostome. So during the developmental history of an animal, the first formed opening will become the mouth, and later during the history of an animal kingdom, what happens, so the second formed opening, so this is an alimentary canal, the first formed opening will become the mouth and second formed opening will become anus. This is anus. So during the developmental history of an animal, the first formed opening is the mouth. So mouth forms first and anus forms later. Anus forms later. These are called protostomes. Where do you find this protostome condition? Protostomia, protostome condition. Where you will find these protostomes? Generally, annelids, Annelida, Arthropoda, and mollusca. Annelida, Arthropoda, and mollusca. These phyla comes under protostomia or protostomes. Okay, and now let me explain you what is a deuterostome. Okay, deuterostomia. See here, deuterostomia, D-E-U-T-E-R-O, deuterostomia, S-T-O-M-I-A, stomia. Deutero means secondary, proto means first, deutero means secondary, trito, third one, tetra, 4, penta, 5, like that. Deutero, secondary, stome means mouth. So during the development, second formed opening will becomes anus, and the first formed opening, say this one, okay. So here second formed, let me explain you once again. First formed opening will become the anus and second formed opening will become mouth, not anus. Deuterostomia, deutero means secondary, stomia means mouth. Mouth forms secondarily during the development. So first formed opening will become the anus, second formed opening will become the mouth. Exactly opposite to the previous one. In the previous case, first formed opening became mouth, but now the first formed opening became anus. Very simple issue, very simple. There is no complexity. If first formed opening, so-called blastopore, if it turns into mouth, it is protostome. If first formed opening blastopore turns into anus, then it comes under a deuterostome. Why? Because if first formed opening will become the anus, what happens to the second formed opening during the development? The second formed opening will become mouth. So mouth forms secondarily. Deutero means secondary, stome means mouth. So mouth forms secondarily during the development. In deuterostomes, mouth forms secondarily during development. So second formed opening will become mouth, and here first formed opening will become the mouth in case of protostomes, and this is deuterostome. Where you will find this deuterostomate condition? Where do you find? Generally it is seen in echinodermata, hemichordata, chordata, like that. So all developed animals generally exhibit deuterostomate condition. My dear friends, see this image. We want to know only one opening here, blastopore. First formed opening mouth, first formed opening anus. First formed opening mouth in case of protostomes, first formed opening will become anus in case of deuterostomes. That's all about protostomes and deuterostome condition. And in the next session, I will explain the types of coelom. Thank you.